Hi everyone, so today I want to talk about the final report and the presentation, which is a key aspect to this course because it's something you're going to use for your portfolio and your resume, and this will help you get a job. So let's kind of talk about some of the key elements again and a little bit about what I'm expecting. Really, I'm looking for a 10-minute video, 15 max. You should be able to do this. In reality, 10-minute presentations to any client are kind of a core of telling us what you know. You should think about this as a marketing aspect as well. What should be considered? You're selling this project and aspect to me and to your client to make sure it's the best possible solution, so you should be presenting your video the same way. Talk about the substance of the project, the key elements for success, the milestones. Highlight the greatest aspects and how it's going to affect or help the user in a positive way. Highlight that social aspect as well, which is one of the parts of the grading rubrics. Make sure you develop all the elements in the grading rubrics. Go over those again, please. They are listed in your syllabus and inside the core shells. Think about this as a way to be creative too. It doesn't have to be bland. It should be interactive. It should have good voice, audio, clarity. This should also be something you should think about as being observed as a portfolio piece for your future clients. It can be added to your resume. What's better than saying, hey, here's my paper resume, but I developed some really cool online aspects for you to check out for projects that I've done. You can develop this and use this as a core methodology for doing that. If you have 3 or 4 of these, a client or a future person that might employ you is really be excited about something like this. So think about this as a developmental tool for your career and not only for the class. I'm going to use this too as assessment. I'll be looking at the way you communicate. When I talk to you guys in the beginning of the course, remember that I said there's tons of jobs out there, but the number one reason why our graduates, especially anyone in the IT field, fail to get jobs is because they can't communicate effectively. So this is one way to help you communicate effectively your abilities. So think about this. Use this as a tool. Look at the grading rubrics again for that final report. Use a mentor. I keep stressing about that. If you have a weakness, find a mentor. Go to another department. Ask the graphic design department to help you out. Talk to a photographer in the art department or a videographer. Have them video you or help you build this piece showing some of the details and the highlights. Look at ways you can do screenshots for the codes and interact it into the display. Think of this as a way to aspect a really cool production that you are doing. This is not just a classroom participation objective. It is something you can use as a tool for the rest of your life. So highlight the social aspect because employers really want to hear about this. Highlight how your team measured the milestone successes. Highlight what your client said at the end. Think about that market solution. You want to make sure you're able to demonstrate and talk about the sustainability of the project so it just doesn't end when you end with this class. Make sure you're clear on demonstrating the market value and how the solution has benefits, appeal to the target, and a clear goal is in mind for the users. Talk about how you made sure this is happening. Maybe you point out how the milestones had measurement markers, or you went back and checked with the client at this date and this date, and you saw that there was success in your milestone markers. Demonstrate the potential social action again. This is very important to future employers. Everybody's trying to get into the communities and show how they can help. A job just isn't a job anymore. It has to be more about community and relationships so you get further jobs, especially if you're working for anyone in the government area, because government contracts a lot of times rely on aspects of giving back to the public because they are public funded aspects. So you should demonstrate the data or the potential unintended consequences that happen or may have came out from doing this project. They could be positive or negative. Try to highlight the positive. So lastly, think about the likelihood of success. Did you come up with a clear and feasible plan that has impact, and how did you measure this? Does it have a business comparative advantage now? Can it help the client? Was a roadmap actually done, created, implemented for success for the client? Did the customer take this, acquire it, and start using it? Did you come up with a strategy for teaching the client or the users how to use the product that you created? And finally, was there a way to show adaptability? Can this be brought out in a new method? Can it be shared? Can it be expanded upon? If so, we need to know that as well. Gang, this should be a pretty simple aspect because the hardest part's already done with doing the report. Now it's just putting together in a presentation for me and for other clients in your resume. So take your time. Have fun with this. Interact with others. Find a mentor who does this a lot of times in the graphics department on a daily basis. Use some of your connections. Use your relationships you already have. I'm looking forward to everyone's presentation and final reports. This has been a great journey. Let's finish it off with excellence. I know everyone here is a success. Let's keep that track going. Have a great day, everyone.